Can y'all hoes see me? Oh Lord, I got it on the wrong thing this early. Nelson girl, it's 9 o'clock. Y'all know me, honey. Dineva starts shit on time, honey. If I say 9, bitch, whether I got on the outfit or my house nasty or the set ain't together, I get y'all hoes in and out like a pastor preaching a sermon on Super Bowl Sunday. How y'all doing, Funky Bunch? Stir it up, bitch. Stir it up. Girl, I'm just getting back in town from Houston, Texas. Did y'all see me? Did y'all like me in Blonde, bitch? That's the first time I ever gave y'all real white woman realness in Blonde, bitch. If you have not seen me from the Queen Supreme Court last night, go to my Instagram, Miss Funky Dineva, and check out the look. Shouts out to I Am Jamie Williams, Houston makeup and hair extraordinaire, who did me right and had me tight, okay? I had a good time. I've been traveling all day today, but I've been canceling on y'all girls on Tuesday. And I said, bitch, I'm not canceling on these girls. I'm going to get in, come hell or high water. I'm going to do this goddamn show. Whether shit ain't together, I'm going to do it. I got in early enough. Oliver had me the show. I loaded it in the computer, bitch. I went down to 222 Taco. Had some tacos with the girls, a couple margaritas. I left the girls down to the bar. Told them I need to come do the show. And then I told them to just stay put. I pay the tab. But I need to come stir it up with y'all before I continue stirring it up with them. Stir it up, bitch. I don't left from down to the bar with a Honda cars be on Taco Tuesday. So it might be Honda cars, but it's some rich car drivers in them Honda cars because it's Taco Tuesday. Everybody like to look cheap on Tuesday. They like to blend in or whatever. So I got to get back down there, Nessa, for my homegirl Aaron get all the men's. But we going to get this show started. Is y'all hoes ready for this show? Stir it up then. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Publix Lemonade. I already had 2 shots of margarita and a Bombay and orange juice. So tonight I'm stirring it up with just a little bit of lemonade because I'm professional and I don't believe in being drunk at work. Okay? Because I'm classy. And bitch, my skin look good now they have no makeup on. I'm sitting. Is y'all hoes ready? Bitch, I'm going back down to the bar. Send me some drink money, bitch. Send me some drink money. Super chat. At any rate, I don't believe in no internet panhandling, but a bitch will take a donation if you give it. Let's jump right on in, y'all. Everybody knows that I want for y'all to feel the funk. And it's some funk in the air. So let's jump into these hot topics. First on the agenda, Bernie Sanders' old decrepit socialist ass has announced he is running for president again. All right, y'all, here's the thing, right? The Democrats are definitely up to something. They've got so many people who have just jumped out there and announced that they're running for president. And to be honest with you, some of these people, like Kamala Harris, knows damn well they don't have a chance in hell in winning. So my question then becomes, what is the strategy here? My dad and I talk about this all the time, and my dad suggests that these people are jumping out here early basically to get the issues out there, to state a platform, and then the savior is going to swoop in, and based on these people being guinea pigs, the savior's platform will be whichever issues that the public took to the most. So case in point, Kamala Harris might bring up border control, Cory Booker might bring up taxes, John Doe may bring up school shootings, this, that, and the third. And whoever the real candidate is going to be is now going to know which way America is leaning so they can, make that a part of their platform. I'm willing to somewhat ride with my dad on that logic because there are too many people throwing their hat in the thing. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of people don't mess with Bernie Sanders because he's a socialist, right? Like, my dad and I got into a very heated argument because he was like, I ain't voting for no socialists. Then I asked him what socialist meant. And he kind of was at a loss for words. So it's one of those things where you say to somebody, a communist, a socialist, or whatever, and they're just so pre-programmed to not, to react into any word other than Democrat, that they jump. To me, to be honest with you, I think a socialist government is great. I think a government where we all share, we all take care of one another is great. My father said something the other day that pissed me the fuck off. He said, because I don't believe in health care for all. And I'm like, why not? As many motherfucking health ailments you got, and as many health ailments as your mammy had, grandma, God rest her soul, why would you not believe in health care for all? What is there not to believe in? You know what I'm saying? You just happen to be retired and blessed that you got a job with a pension that'll give you insurance to the day you die. But what about poor people? What about the person that work at Family Dollar? You believe they should have to pay for insurance and they can't afford it? It really made me look at him different. I had to get up and leave his damn house because I was like, I want to love you, but I can't because you over here being funny hacking or whatever. But NBC News reports Bernie Sanders is campaigning for president again, officially entering the crowded 2020 Democratic presidential field on Tuesday with a vow to finish what he started in the last race. Together, you and I and our 2016 campaign will begin a political revolution. Now it is time to complete the revolution and implement the vision that we fought for, Sanders said in an email to supporters in a video announcing his candidacy. Do we think Bernie has a shot at winning? Let me tell you something. Here's what needs to happen. Do I think Bernie have a shot at winning? I think he had a better shot. He has a better shot than he did the last time. To be honest with you, I don't know about y'all, but I would not be disappointed if Bernie and Hillary do it together. To me, I think that is a win-win for everybody. I think Hillary is president, Bernie is vice. That way we get the woman president, we still get a white man in that makes white people some relatively comfortable. Then again, another part of me feels like the Democrats need to run a strong white male lead. This man done fucked up the thing, and see, now I'm talking out of both sides of my neck. Okay, we got to take control of this situation again. In a perfect world, I would love for Bernie and Hillary to do it together. It would be historic. It would be a monumental change. However, now ain't the time for us to be investing in what could be, shoulda, coulda, woulda. The Democrats need to run a strong male white lead. We need to win. Okay? Historically, we know for a fact, charismatic white men with a full head of hair, with a nice smile and good skin, baby face shaven, win. We need to run a strong white male. I mean, not a strong, but a white male that has the optics of it all and a clean record with a strong VP to make sure we get in there and win the thing. However, if the world wasn't as fucked up as it is right now, I would really love for Bernie and Hillary to run and see if they could work it out together. Because the thing about it is, folks are not going to vote for either one of them independently. Bernie, your ideas are too far in planet space for most people to process. And Hillary, your record is too damn tainted. The people still iffy with you. And Lord knows we would hate for your ass to lose a third time. Stir that up. Let's move right along. Next on the agenda. Oh Lord, what I done did here? Lord, I ain't have time to get it right. This man still fucking up the thing. Y'all, Donald Trump ass This man got mental illness. Now, I got a question for y'all. Every time we turn on the damn news, they is talking about this wall. I am just very curious to know what other issues in America are not being paid attention to because we are focusing so much on this damn wall. I want a list, a qualitative report of things that are being accomplished in the White House. And it feels like, as a taxpaying citizen, that everything, all resources in the White House are being diverted to this damn wall. This man say, come hell or high water, he gonna get this wall. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something, and I know I'm going to catch some backlash for this, and I'm willing to eat it. Donald Trump has some admirable qualities, okay? When running your life or running private enterprise, sometimes you have to have a by any means necessary attitude, and I have no regard for casualties of war. This goes back to what I said. My favorite quote is by Walt Disney's brother. If you know where your values lie, there is no such thing as a hard decision. This man has prioritized this wall, and he has made up in his mind, come hell or high water, he's going to get this wall. Now, this wall situation with Donald Trump is some bullshit, but follow me here. If you could take the determination that he has to get this wall and apply it to saving your marriage, making sure your kids go to college, finishing that degree, putting addition to your house, fixing a past relationship, if you could put the same level of determination that this man got to get this wall to something else in your life, you would be unstoppable. And for that, I am saying he does have some admirable qualities. However, he has no compassion, empathy, and a heart of coal because he's not pressed about the people that he's got to trample over in order to get this damn wall. This man about to state a state of emergency, which would allow him to take the funds from anywhere to build this wall. Now, I'm not the most politically astute, and I'm gonna need y'all to drop that in the comments and let me know. Once the president declares a state of emergency, is there a system of checks and balances where that can be vetoed or somebody can block him, or once he does that, he's got carte blanche with the budget to do whatever it is he want to do? Y'all drop that in the comments and let me know while I read you the official story. CNN reports that President Donald Trump crossed a major threshold on Friday, declaring a national emergency at our southern border in order to take money allocated for other purposes and use it to build his much ballyhooed wall. As a response, a coalition of 16 states, including California and New York, on Monday challenged President Trump in court over his plan to use emergency powers to spend billions of dollars on his border wall on the basis that it is Congress who controls spending. What is the outcome? Or what do y'all think the outcome will be? And why do we think Trump is so invested in this wall? Do y'all think Trump have a financial interest in getting this wall built? Stir it up. It's relatively hard for me to process that somebody that got as much money as this man got still has these super deep financial interests. But then again, that's the way the rich and the powerful work, from my understanding. I would be curious to know what it is, but the fact that he's not letting go of this wall, and I think his interest is deeper than, oh, I've got some shell company that's going to get the contract and I want to make billions and billions of dollars. I think it's so much deeper than that. I definitely think it's probably some kind of conspiracy with the drug cartels. Yeah, we're going to build a wall, but at this stretch of the wall, it's going to be a secret door that y'all can get through, and then I can make some back end on the illegal activity that's going on from here to Mexico. I don't know. It's something weird, or we could be overthinking it, and it could be as simple as the old fucker is crazy and he just fixated on it because he's senile. That's where the fuck my heart is leading me to But hey, we shall see. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think and stir it up. Oh, frowsy shaped bastard. I'll tell you this though. I think as soon as that bitch get out of office, Melania Trump gonna divorce his ass. And then she saw how Michelle Obama wrote a book. She gonna plagiarize Michelle Obama book and gonna make her some billions of dollars on Good Morning America. Because you know all you got to do is get on Good Morning in America and Oprah, and your life is set. Moving right along, y'all. This is the sad one. Black people can't do shit. They complain if we deal, we can't sleep in our car, and they done shot this boy dead to his front seat. This boy was asleep in front of the Taco Bell, not bothering nobody, okay? Willie Mccoy shot and killed as he woke in his locked car. The Guardian reports California police officers fatally shot a 20-year-old rapper who was sleeping in his car outside of Taco Bell, authorities said. 6 Vallejo officers fired multiple rounds at the man identified by family as Willie McCoy. McCoy had a handgun on him when the officers fired out of fear of their own safety. On Saturday night, according to the department, the family of McCoy, whose rapper name was Willie Bo, said Tuesday that the police had racially profiled the young black man and that there was no justification for using deadly force against someone who was sleeping and not a threat. Police further alleged that officers told him to keep his hands visible, but that he quickly moved his hands downward for the firearm. Police said 6 officers all fired shots within roughly 4 seconds, but did not disclose the number of bullets that struck McCoy. The officers continued shouting commands before removing him from the vehicle and rendering medical assistance. He died on the scene. Police have not yet confirmed his identity, said the autopsy was pending. What do we believe will be the outcome of this case, and how can we stop this from happening? So I've got some questions. How do 6 police officers end up on a call that somebody's in a Taco Bell parking lot asleep? Okay, that's my first question, and I'm just thinking from a logical perspective. Now, this person is in the car asleep. How do we escalate from their sleep to 6 officers are standing around with drawn guns? So my first question, and I don't have all the details. You know, when you class here, you're trying to get an understanding. It's not details, it's details. I don't have all the details. But I want to know, somebody has got to walk me from man in car sleep to 6 officers with guns drawn to even get to the point where they yelled commands and he reached for something. Here is what we now know. This, I fear for my safety line. It's the back door. It's the loophole. It's whatever that was built in to get those in power off if they've made a mistake. You know, when the law was being used within reason, which it probably never has, I would have been okay with it. Now, I am sorry. The federal government needs to step in. There are too many senseless killings now with people citing, I fear for my life. I'm done. I find it interesting that this news article puts McCoy had a firearm on him. Okay, but where was the firearm? Was it in his glove box? Was it in his trunk? Was it under his seat? From hanging out at the new bar that I hang out with, I don't got in numerous cars with my bar friends and they have guns. I'm sorry. I don't know what rock I've been living under all my life, but I've now recently come to find out that more people carry guns than not. I don't got in people's cars looking for napkins to blow my nose, reached in their glove box, and there's a pistol sitting there. So miss me with this whole somebody possesses a gun and all of a sudden they are a threat and the person on the receiving end fears for their life. Dear Mr. Police Officer, how the fuck do you think the rest of America feels? You have a gun, we now fear for our life. We've got to find a better policy, y'all. And I'm sorry, these people get shot by all these officers at the same time because their police training teaches them take the motherfucker out. That's why you got 6 people shooting at one person, which is fucking ridiculous. But I do also understand that that guy could have been a serial killer, a bomber, and we have to err on the side of caution. And that's why the training says shoot for the biggest mass area. Everybody shoot at the same damn time. I totally get it. But somebody gonna have to walk me from point A to point B. This man was in the car asleep. So why would the police even buy? I mean, is it a crime to be sleeping in front of Taco Bell? Is it a crime? Okay. And if it is a crime, is it a crime that warrants 6 police officers to show up? Or were they already looking for him? Is he already on the run for something felonious? I need some more details. If you have them, please drop that in the comments and fill in the funky bunch on what's going on. But y'all, this shit has got to come to an end. This is just ridiculous. Next on the thing, Colin Kaepernick. My voice hurts. Y'all stir it up. And I got to go make TV in the morning. Shouts out to Richie Sky and the Daily Flash, y'all. I'm going on Daily Flash tomorrow to talk about Jussie Smollett and the new uncovers. I'm going to wear his ass out on national TV in the morning. Bitch, I ain't even got no ad fed. I'm going to go around Shaheed's house and see if Shaheed is my booster that stay in the city and see what he got over there stolen like away. I try not to go around there that often. But this is an emergency situation. Because Macy's closed at what time? If they close at 11, I could get off the line with y'all and make it to 11. Child, I wish Marlo could FedEx me something and then get here by, I got to be there at 9 and they going to get here on 10. Then again, the bitch steal everything else. She might know how to steal a fighter jet and drop it off to my door. I'm going to text that hoe when I get off the line. At any rate, Colin Kaepernick has struck a deal with the NFL. Now, we're going to have to talk about this one, y'all. Colin Kaepernick's legal battle with the NFL is over. The former 49ers quarterback, whose decision to take a knee during the national anthem in 2016 to draw attention to police misconduct, sparked protest throughout sports as well as fierce backlash. He has signed a confidential agreement with the NFL. The agreement, which included former teammate Eric Reed, settles claims that the team owners conspired to blacklist them for their activism. Forbes is reporting that this deal is close to $40 million. Has justice truly been served? Has justice truly been served? Now, there's a lot of assumptions here. We're assuming that he got $40 million. Yeah. If you're forcing me to choose an answer and the only 2 choices are yes and no, and you're asking me has justice been served, in a sense it has, because Colin achieved his goal, which was to bring awareness, and ultimately he got paid and didn't have to do the work. Didn't have to put no wear and tear on his body. I don't know what his yearly salary was. I don't know if he would have earned a hell of a lot more than that, just playing. But it sounds pretty good to me that, yeah, you got ragged on the front end, but when it's all said and done, they did conspire against you. You got $40 million, and just as long as you continue to be allowed to be an activist, I almost called them people something that I can't take back. Fuck them old rich white men. Fuck them. You got to get your advocacy work on, and you got $40 million of their dollars. I'm good. Sounds like a win to me. Just as long as you can continue to speak out, and you got their coins, it ain't make them a dime. If anything, you cost them a dime, made you a dime, got you some endorsements, go be put in the history books, and you got the message out there, sounds pretty good. I mean, those rich team owners, they still ain't learned their lesson. They still ain't winning because football still tends to be our way out the hood. And unfortunately, when you're dealing with a group of people who collectively don't have shit, you know what I'm saying? When one person gets an opportunity to get a little something, I'm sorry, they're not going to turn it down for the greater good. It's like, fuck it, I'm trying to feed me and my family. Most people have an individualistic attitude. And so the only way the NFL will truly ever feel the burn of black people is if black people stop entering the NFL. Unfortunately, the overwhelming majority of people who enter the NFL come from poor backgrounds or who are in desperate situations, who quite frankly need the money to change the trajectory of their family histories. So the NFL will always have a ready, willing, and available pool of players who are willing to, you know, compromise their convictions and their beliefs for the almighty dollar. I can't promise you that if a bitch called me today and said, Dineva Ross, we gonna offer your ass $3 million to come out here and kick the ball or Tootsie Roll or Dutty Wine, that I would say, fuck y'all, I'm going to the Super Bowl and I'm about to play too. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But bitch, when you and your family starving and somebody gives you this access and this one-way ticket out, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, you know, I think justice has been served as best it could in this situation. Like I said, I hope one of the clauses in Kaepernick's deal is not that he must stop boycotting and stop, you know, doing his activist work. And then, if that's the case, then he don't sold us all short. He should have just shut up and played. But something tells me that Colin is a little smarter than that to let them people silence him, and he got their coin. Hey, you know, hopefully Monique will get her coin next. We'll see. Stir it up. Y'all, tonight's show is a little political heavy, but it's what's going on in the news. Now, this is one that's going to upset you, y'all. We got a Florida 6th grader is facing misdemeanor charges after refusing to stand during the Pledge of Allegiance. Y'all, I can't think of many. How old are you in the 6th grade? 12? I can't think of many things a 12-year-old can do to warrant a misdemeanor. A car break-in, a house break-in, pushing an old lady down at a bus stop. But this right here, this is some bullshit that we don't start criminalizing our children this early. And I'm sorry, I have an issue with the school resource officer who even took this child to juvenile hall over this bullshit. And that's how you know racism and hatred runs deep, and that people of other cultures oftentimes do not view black people as human. Because I'm sorry, if this was a white child, they would not have been taken to jail over this. Like that white boy that got up in that Indian man's face who was protesting for that pipeline. That overgrown son of a bitch should have been somewhere in prison, but instead he gets press conferences and interviews on Good Morning America because his white privileged ass and his family can afford attorneys and PR people. And I'm not finna fuck around and get upset, but let me just read y'all the story. A Florida middle schooler was arrested and charged with multiple crimes after this. A Florida middle schooler was arrested and charged with multiple crimes earlier this month in the wake of a confrontation with a substitute. First of all, this bitch wasn't even a real teacher. She was a substitute, old 60 credit hours having asshole. A substitute teacher that began when he refused to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Let me stop right here. What sub give a fuck? Now, bitch, I went down to the public school where the subs don't give a fuck. They just there to collect their $90 a day. They is there to babysit and read their magazines. Why you gave a damn if he stood up or not, Miss Substitute Fish? The boy was taken to a juvenile detention center and now faces misdemeanor charges. The instructor, I strike that we remove instructor from her name and call that hoe the sub having 60 credit hours but not enough for a degree. The sub who initially removed the student from the class by the name of Ana Alvarez. The bitch was Spanish fish, Cuban fish to be exact. Them damn Cubans. Not all of them. Not all of them. Ana Alvarez, Cuban substitute, only having 60 credit hours, fish, relayed the story in a statement to Polk County Public Schools. After being asked to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, the student allegedly refused, telling Alvarez that the flag in the national anthem, which contains a little sung third verse that references slavery, are racist against black people. In her statement, Alvarez said she asked the boy, if racism is so bad in America, why did he not go to another place to live? The boy brought me here. They brought me here, the boy reportedly replied. Well, you can always go back, said Alvarez, because I came here from Cuba, and the day I feel I'm not welcome here anymore, I will find another place to live. Now, first and foremost, if he went to juvenile hall for his stance, I feel like this bitch need to be fired and barred from subbing anymore for even having this level of dialogue with the student. How dare you, as an adult, say to a student or ask that sort of question, well, why don't you go back then? That question is racist and it's privileged and it's authoritative by virtue of design. That was a dig at this student, and I'm sorry, no adult should be stooping to that level to be going back and forth like that with a goddamn child. I'm less concerned with the child just not wanting. First of all, is it a crime? Ba-da-da. With how sensitive racial tensions are now in the U.S., it would seem to me that there would have been some sort of memorandum, policy, and procedure, or some sort of email that would have went out to all school board employees that say, leave these kids alone with this pledge. It's an optional exercise. I remember going through school, we had students who were Jehovah's Witnesses. And it was known when everybody else takes the flag that they sit at their desk while everybody did the Pledge of Allegiance, and it was not a problem. So it's not as if there's not a protocol that already exists for people who don't want to say the Pledge of Allegiance. It should not be a forced activity, especially in Florida schools. That being said, that being known, me being 20 years removed from high school, okay, there's already a protocol and procedure in place. That right there is indicative of the fact that this teacher's inquiry and her subsequent response was rooted in racism and bigotry. I'm sorry, because had the student been Jehovah's Witness, you wouldn't have said, well, go pick another religion. Your whole qualm with this student was the fact that he took an activism stance and not saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and it bothered you because he was black and not standing for the pledge. For the flag is a black issue, and I'm assuming that Ana Alvarez must be one of them Cubans who can or has delusionally aligned herself with white people and thinks she one of them. But little do Ana Alvarez know your last name is Alvarez. So the minute some shit jump off, pop off, hop off, I hope that this white America that you come to want to align yourself with, I hope they have your back. And the gag is your name is Alvarez. They're not going to. Now sterv that up, bitch. 60 credit having ass hoe. That's the problem with these hoes. Trying to do instructor work. See, a real instructor, a bitch who had 120 credit hours bachelor's degree, they'd have had a little extra training. They'd have moved on up a little higher. They would have known how to deal with this. But see, bitch, because you only got 60 credits, you missed that class. And that's why your ass gonna be a substitute forever. Next item on the agenda. Malia Obama. I wish they leave this girl alone. Okay? Corey Townsend from the Grapevine reports that Malia Obama continues to be photographed minding her black ass business. This time, the 20-year-old college student was seen drinking out of a bottle of rosé during a weekend spent in Miami with friends. British tabloid The Daily Mail gleefully ran the story on the underage Obama on Sunday, followed by a second installment on Monday featuring screenshots from Malia's long-dormant personal Facebook account filled with anti-Trump sentiments. Why does the press continue to bother her? Do we care, and why do they care? I'll make this one short. Fuck anybody who got an issue with this girl drinking. Bitch, I stepped foot on Florida State University's campus where I got my degree in economics at the age of 17. The minute my daddy drove off, the Sigmas had a party at Club Ecstasy, bitch. And I was drinking the first night I was there at 17. I did not turn 21 until I was a junior in college towards the end of my junior year. And y'all know y'all be a goddamn fool to think I sat on that campus for 3 years and didn't have a cocktail. Didn't have a cock, some tail, or a cocktail. Okay, stir it up, bitch. Mama had a cock, some tail, and a cocktail. At 17, bitch, and don't care who you tell that I had a cock, some tail, and a cocktail. At 17, that's what you do. Stir it up, bitch. Speaking of a cocktail, send me some drink money, bitch. Because when I get off the line, I'm going to go have a cocktail. Stir it up. Leave that girl alone. I don't care about your religious beliefs. I don't care about your convictions. I don't give a fuck about what's legal. College students drink. That's what the fuck you go to college for. You go to college number 1 to drink. You go to college number 2 to fuck. And you go to college number 3 to get a degree. Okay? Hopefully you don't do too much of number 1 and number 2 that it fuck up number 3. Okay? Hopefully you don't do 1 minus 2 and end up with negative whatever that is. And you do 1 plus 2 and get to 3. If you drink right and fuck right, you'll get your degree. But if you drink wrong and fuck wrong, you know, then you end up pregnant and have to and working at the post office or whatever. Leave this damn girl the fuck alone. Stir it up. Y'all done fucked around, got me. Girl, I been here getting drunk off of lemonade. I don't even know how, but it's working. I guess I'm so used to stirring it up and being drunk, my body just having a natural reaction. Because I don't got crunk. And borderline drunk. But not as a skunk, because I'm classy. Moving right along. Bitch. Lil Boosie don't got Jussie Smollett all together. And in the past, I would have got his ears together. But see, Jussie don't embarrass me down to the internet. Because I don't put my neck on the line trying to come to his defense, and this bitch done embarrassed me. Got me eating crow all in front of capacity. And I feel away. Boosie Badazz said he posted this meme with Jussie looking freshly fucked from the bed. The Baton Rouge rapper is currently doing some damage control on Instagram after making a head-scratching post about Empire Jussie Smollett. In part, he said, "That dick make you do some crazy shit. Shaking my head. Don't blame him. Hashtag it's powerful. Hashtag real shit though." Boosie wrote on Instagram. Boosie wrote on Instagram. He instantly became a trending topic on Twitter for making that statement, which some folks are calling out of pocket. What the hell is Boosie talking about? I'm going to tell you what Boosie Badazz is talking about. Boosie Badazz basically, you know, it's a gay quip. Basically saying Jussie Smollett was out there and got some dick that was so good it just had her doing some stupid shit. Y'all females on the line, y'all know how it going, but Boosie was just saying good dick, I'll make you do that. Ask somebody. You know. I don't know if it was good dick or not. You know, at the point in which this motherfucker don't lie, I really don't care no more, Jussie. You don't fucked around and made a fool out of me, and you only gonna do it once. Your credibility is shot. I don't believe in. And you could be telling the truth. You could not be. You know, in all the jokes that's being cracked about you at this point, I'm not gonna say you deserve it, but you brought it on yourself. I'm not gonna spend no more of my precious breath trying to defend you because you don't embarrass the fuck out of me. Moving right along. Reality TV moment, y'all. This old Tamar Braxton, let me be nice. Tamar Braxton has become the first ever black housemate to win the grand prize following the season 2 finale of Big Brother, which also saw Dina Lohan, Ricky Williams, Lolo Jones, and Kandi Burruss all competing for the crown. In addition to making winner history, Braxton, who's 41, also made show history as she broke the first to enter curse, a theory that the first person to enter the Big Brother house never wins. Congratulations to Tamar, y'all. That is an honor worth mentioning, and I'm not gonna shade her. Moving right along, Kimozier gets dragged on Watch What Happens Live. Let me tell y'all something. They had a crafty caller. When you call into shows like that, the pre-producers ask you, what question are you going to ask, because this is live TV. So this caller, asked whatever question they were going to ask to the producers to get in, and when they got on the line, this is what happened.
Yes, my question is for Kim.
Okay.
Hi.
Kim, why do you look why do you look half your age on Instagram but twice your age on TV?
Oh,
sweetie. I don't think that was the question that was going to be asked there. Let's move on.
Okay.
Kim, Kristen.
Bitch, did y'all see Eva face? That caller said, why do you look half your age on Instagram and twice your age in real TV? And y'all see how Bravo Andy ran to defend that white woman? Now, had it been Nene or Candy or anybody else, he'd have been sitting there smirking and he would have ran on with it. I want to know why you didn't go on with it. Why you didn't let it run? You saw Eva just sat there. He got her ass together.
Yes, my question is for Kim.
Okay.
Hi.
Kim, why do you look why do you look half your age on Instagram but twice your age on TV?
Oh, sweetie.
I don't think that was the question that was going to be asked there. Let's move on.
That bitch ain't know what to do. Marriage Bootcamp, little more in this girl. Don't Karl just look like his dick broke? Karl look like his dick broke, it stank, and it got a permanent infestation of crabs on it. Marriage Bootcamp. Little Mo's husband Karl caught FaceTiming another woman. At the end of last week's episode of Marriage Bootcamp, Karl Dargan, Little Mo's husband, was caught FaceTiming a woman who he later claimed to be his sister, asking her to tell him that she loves him. The brazen act was caught on camera, by cameras of course. After all, there's more than 20 cameras rolling at a time on the reality show. But when confronted about his behavior last night, Karl tried to lie and gaslight the situation. Is it a stunt or is he completely a dumbass? I think he's completely a dumbass, and so is Lil Mo, because she stayed with his motherfucking ass, and but then again, the pussy probably raggedy after all them damn kids, and no other man gonna want her. So go ahead and keep what you got, Lil Mo. Don't nobody want him, and don't nobody want you. Moving right along, y'all. We moving through this thing. We is moving through this show. This bitch done fucked up the thing. Y'all, the first bitch that fucked up the thing is Jussie. And we not going to spend too much time on him. But I had already said in a previous post that he was going to set some shit in motion that he was not going to be able to recover from. Jussie Smollett's scenes allegedly cut after he staged the hate crime. As the Chicago police investigate into what really happened to Jussie Smollett in his alleged assault case last month, as Chicago police investigation into what really happened to Jussie Smollett in the alleged assault last month intensifies its focus on the Empire Star, the Fox drama is cutting the performer out of the action. Deadline has confirmed with the well-placed source that Smollett's scenes in episodes of Lee Daniels and Danny Strong's co-created series are being slashed for production of Empire this week. Do we think it's true, and do we think it's fair? I think it's true, and I think it's fair. Fox is a big machine. Empire is a big moneymaker, and I'm sorry, it's not about whether he did it or not. It's about keeping the paper running in real steady, and we just got to keep the advertisers and the shareholders at bay, keep everything calm, and let them know that this cash cow called Empire is rolling on smoothly. It's just the way it works in Hollywood. It's just the way it works when you're a big time exec. It's just the way it works when you're a brand ambassador. It's just the way it works. And unfortunately, I have no sympathy for you. Like I don't have any, and I'm gonna move right along to the next bitch that done fucked up the thing. Payless shoes, honey, done fucked up the thing. Well, as many of y'all feet as it done fucked up your cheap bunion having old dirty foot dragging heifers, Payless Shoes is closing all of its stores. Payless Shoe Stores has filed bankruptcy protection as the shoe retailer prepares to wind down its 2,500 U.S. stores. The filing was made Monday night, a day after it began liquidation sales for its U.S. stores. The filing said Payless has about $470 million in outstanding debt. Where the hell is Big Mama gonna get shoes from the kids from in time for August? Bitch, Amazon. Let me tell y'all something. Companies like Payless, they have had an excellent run, and I know that there are people out there who depend on stores like Payless in order to help them get what they need for their families. Listen, it's not just Payless that's going to be closing. We're going to see over the next couple of years a lot of big brand retailers will be closing. We saw it with Toys R Us. Payless is next. Online shopping in Amazon has just really taken over. Like, Payless people, don't fret. Get you a rush card. Because if you shopping at Payless, you probably don't have a checking account or a credit card. Get you a rush card. Go down to the job house. Go to the personnel department and have them put your check on your rush card. Or, you can continue cashing it under the window. Then you got to go to Walmart and fill out the form and have them deposit some of that money on your card. Then when they put that money on your card, Russell Simmons gonna take 99 cents out of it. And after that, then you just have to put in cheap shoes, size 7, 3rd grader, white on Amazon. And you have about 50 options pop up. So do not fret. Because Amazon got you. Jeff Bezos got you. And the last bitch that done fucked up the thing. This bitch right here, R. Kelly. Nessa girl, my voice is sore as hell. Let me tell y'all what's going on with this bitch. A new tape of R. Kelly has surfaced. A grand jury has been convened in Cook County, Illinois in connection with new allegations against singer R. Kelly, according to 2 sources close to the case. This comes on the heels of attorney Michael Evenatti announcing last week that he had handed over to the state attorney's office a videotape that shows Kelly engaging in sex acts with an underage girl. CNN has seen the VHS tape that appears to show Kelly having sex with the girl, who refers to her body parts as 14-year-old pussy. Evenatti, who was representing a man he calls a whistleblower against Kelly, says he handed the tape to the Cook County State Attorney's Office in Chicago last weekend. My client knows the identity of the girl and R. Kelly. He identified the 2 of them on the videotape. He worked for and has known R. Kelly for decades, and he met the girl on a number of occasions, Evenatti said. The newly underage footage, which lasts 42 minutes and 45 seconds, is clear and explicit. There are 2 scenes on the video, one apparently in a living room, another in a bedroom. A naked man who appears to be R. Kelly is seen performing multiple sex acts with the girl. She is heard calling him daddy multiple times. It is impossible to know her age just from the video. They both refer to her 14-year-old pussy. 6 times the girl refers to her genitals as 14-year-old pussy. At this point, the man asks the girl to urinate. After she does, he urinates on her. Are we finally going to get R. Kelly? Girl, that man ain't even peed on me and I feel like I need to wipe my face. Good God Almighty. Excuse me, y'all. Well, here's what we know. After watching that documentary, I guess the people in R. Kelly's camp feel some level of guilt and feel like they can no longer continue to be complicit in all of this, and they snitched on him. You would think that R. Kelly would have burned every motherfucking tape he had after this documentary was as thorough as it was. Or then again, this could have been an insurance policy that somebody had been holding on to for a while and he didn't even know it was missing. He didn't know Lisa tape was missing. This bag of tapes that this nasty bastard got. Nevertheless, he should. What's in the dark gonna come to light? Y'all stir it up. My throat hurt. I'm almost out of wine. Publix lemonade. Let me save a little tinge. Y'all better send me some drink money because I'm almost out, bitch. What's in the dark come to light? Like, here's the thing with R. Kelly. If they didn't get him on these sex crimes, they was gonna get his ass for an outstanding parking ticket that was gonna turn into a warrant, that was gonna turn into this. They was gonna get his ass come one way or another, the way they got OJ ass and the way they still gonna get OJ. They waiting for OJ ass to drive 2 miles over the speed limit and that bitch going back to prison. R. Kelly, you gonna get gone. And as you should. And much like Jussie Smollett, I ain't got no sympathy for you. Hopefully they get your smug ass. And yeah, y'all, that's all we got. Now listen, tomorrow we got to plan a feud. Legendary fashion designer Karl Lagerfeld has passed away. But we are going to celebrate here on Dineva Live some of his greatest fashion moments with black folks in this edition of Marlo Hampton or Hampton Inn. Cardi B, Karl Lagerfeld design, baby. That's Marlo Hampton all the way. Tiger. So Karl Lagerfeld designed for Fendi, for those of y'all who don't know. Tiger, I just don't like you, so I'm going to give your ass Hampton Inn. Janelle Monáe, baby, she could do no wrong. Look at this. Yes, God, Karl Lagerfeld. Yes, God. Let me make this bigger. Come on, Monet. Come on, Monet. That's classy. I like that. Yes, God, baby. Marlo Hampton. Marlo Hampton all the way. All the way. Lil' Kim, back in the day. The first Lil' Kim, the one I know. Yes, God. And Chanel with a Lisa Vanderpuff shirt on. With the cuff. Yes, God. Black Lil' Kim. We're going to give her Marlo Hampton. Derek J. Oh, no, bitch. This EJ. You know, EJ, to be honest with you, I liked you better when you was fat. And for that reason alone, I got to give you Hampton Inn, because this look real cheap and Instagram Fendi based. Nicki Minaj. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and give you Marlo Hampton because this was a specific look for a specific situation. But if this was just you on some everyday type shit, I really would have gave you Hampton Inn because you look a little cheap base. And then none other than the famed fashion diva who we love to shade with the stolen fashions, honey. We can't give Marlo Hampton Hampton Inn. We got to give Marlo Hampton the Marlo Hampton Did That award because Marlo Hampton always does that when it comes to the fashions. And y'all, we got through the damn show. How you like that? With energy and enthusiasm. I'm going to open up the line for us to talk a little bit. For those of you guys who are new to the show, or for those of y'all who got to go to work in the morning, this is the part of the show where you can actually turn it off. Because you've got all the information and we're just going to do some audience questions and participation in this moment. So let me turn my my phone off of Do Not Disturb in airplane mode so I can get in and see what the people talking about. My friend said my home this weekend is a birthday party. I'll answer him later. Let's see what the people talking about. The 3,000 people that's on the line. Airplane mode, so Oh Lord, they just texting me crazy. So talk about Chloe and Tristan Thomas. I don't know what's going on with Chloe and Tristan Thomas. I have to find out. Have I been watching Married Bootcamp? Erica Bird want to know. No, girl, I ain't been watching the Marriage Bootcamp. I never really got into it. When I yell, the sound sounds awful. Just want to tell you a few other people said it. Okay, thank you for that, Oz TV. I need to turn down the gain on the situation, and I will be sure to have that fixed by the next show. Gia, talk about Chloe and Tristan. Y'all, I've been on the airplane all day. I don't know what's going on with Chloe and Tristan. Oliver have to fill me in, and I'll be ready to talk about Chloe and Tristan. Please tell me you are coming out with the Stir It Up merch soon. Yes, we have already started working on Stir It Up mugs, wine glasses, and cups that will hopefully be available for y'all. If not by next show, definitely 2 weeks from now. But we have already jumped on the Stir It Up merch so we can stir it up and clink together when we on the line. When is my next cooking video? Shawana BD want to know. Shawana, I ain't did one in a while. I might get in there and do one. What's today, Tuesday? Shawana, just for you, I'm going to do one this week. I'll do one this week. What y'all hoes want me to cook? Drop that in the comments and let me know what y'all want me to cook. Something that'll be fun to cook on live, and I'll jump down there and do it. Funky, what day you coming in New York? Check my Instagram. I know it's Easter weekend, New York. We coming to the Bronx. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm just a diva from the block. But it is Easter weekend. We'll be in the New York show. Dineva, this was an excellent show. You had me hollering. Keep up the good work. Girl, I try. Even if I got to do it in my airplane attire with no panties on, I'm going to try to do what I can for y'all. How's Miss Kitty? How did I meet Miss Kitty? I met Miss Kitty down to the bar. She was drunk and she walked in and she recognized me as Funky Dineva. And I didn't really vibe with Miss Kitty at first. I was like, okay, she's a little extra. She's a lot. And then over time, she kept coming in, and it was like, okay, it seemed like I'm not going to be able to shake this hoe, so I might as well get to know her. And over time, I developed a love for Miss Kitty, her and her bad shape, and that late-ass Kiki she be rolling. Miss Kitty gets full, honey. Hopefully, Miss Kitty don't bring her ass in the bar tonight, because I got to go make TV in the morning, and I got to get up at 5 and go to yoga, so I ain't trying to get drunk with Miss Kitty. But yeah. Stephanie Jones saying, hi, Dineva from Chattanooga. Stephanie Jones, you know I don't fuck with Chattanooga people. I don't had 3 people in my life from Chattanooga and they was fucked up. Okay, but hey, girl, I hope you ain't like one of them. Hey, Dineva, will the show come to Los Angeles? Yes, it will. Eventually. I just don't know when. I'm not in control of that. You got to hit up T.S. Madison and her management because that's kind of Maddie's thing. She just give me a couple dates and ask me, am I available to do these dates? And I say yay or nay. The Queen Supreme Court is Maddie's thing. So I don't really know where it's going to be, when it's going to be. I just wait for her to say, here's the date. Can you do this date? Yes or no? Put the mail in the mailbox. Put the mail in the mailbox. Yes, God, honey. Speaking of, somebody just quoted something that was funny from the Houston show last night. I just got the Dallas show cut. I'm going to upload the Dallas show immediately following this before I go down to the bar. Desiree Turner talking about start the show over. I'm late as hell. Desiree, immediately following the show, it'll loop and turn into a video you can watch. Be on time next time, Desiree. El Royale, thank you even more. Dineva, you are hilarious, super intelligent, and I love you. What was the favorite part of my Houston visit? doing the show. I only popped in and out of Houston or whatever. I literally got in the day of. I took a nap, got ready for the show, popped out the next morning. So I did not get to see anything outside of like a 2-block radius of my hotel. But doing the show was the best. Thank y'all so much for this down to the bar money y'all have sent me tonight. A bitch is sure gonna get her a cocktail with these few extra coins y'all don't send in. Thank you so much for those of you guys who donate through the super chat function. It means a lot. I definitely appreciate it. Oh, he cheated with Kylie's best friend Jordan. Oh, bitch! Hold up the line. Wait a minute. Hold on. Solid steps to wealth. Thank you so much for the $50, girl. Some public strength money. Hold on, girl. Oh! Tristan done fuck that girl's sister friend. Girl, we might have to bring a special live show tomorrow when I get all the details about this one. Oliver, get the details together about Tristan and Chloe. We're going to do a special live segment tomorrow about these men that cheat on these women down to the Hollywood. Get about 2 or 3 of them together. We're going to do a special off-cycle live tomorrow for the girls. Jay Wilson lap dance, spill the tea. It was catered to you. I actually was trying to get Jay Wilson to help me up the steps, to help me climb up, and he sat down. Being a performer that I am, you have to roll with the punches. He sat down, so I just had to give him a little cater to you and stirred it up, honey. Stirred my kiki on that PP. These hoes say salmon croquettes, jerk chicken tacos. When we doing ATL? I'm not sure when they doing the ATL show. Chicken fried steak. I don't know. Anyway, y'all, I'm finna get up off the line. I'm gonna upload the Dallas show. I'm gonna go down to the bar. I gotta go to yoga in the morning at 8. I gotta be at the TV station by 9. Then I've got a radio interview I'm doing tomorrow night. A bitch is booked and busy. Listen, y'all. Queen Supreme Court, New York, we're coming to y'all Easter weekend. I think Chicago, we're coming. We've already got a Chicago date. We've got a Virginia date. We got a Baltimore date. And we got a date somewhere else already on the books that'll be unraveling. We'll be rolling these out this week. We getting to y'all city one at a time. We trying to do it or whatever. So y'all just, work with us while we work with you or whatever the case may be. And let me go ahead and get off the line. I'm going to leave the chat open for y'all hoes to be able to talk. But that's all I got. Ain't got no more. Thank y'all so much for sticking with me on Dineva Live. But we'll chat soon. Bye.